Welcome everyone to a tour of a 5-year. All right, welcome everyone to a tour of a 4 years, 4 years going on to 5 years tour of a Minecraft server. Me and my friends been having since high school. Uh, so much has happened in these 4 years, so uh, we're going to take a tour and see what a bunch of high schoolers at the time can do. We are here at Spawn, um, and Spawn looks like a little bit of a war zone. Partly because we had a rule where, like, if you killed someone, you could permadeath someone by breaking where they were spawned and killing them at spawn 3 times, and that would get them perma-killed, and that's how. So we start here near spawn. Someone built this wall right here. I forgot who this was. Um, but we started a tour here, and it's this big building. They have a horse and another portal, so they obviously were big enough to have their own nether portal, because that was the rule. And it's empty in here. Now it is. Um, so I don't know who this is, but they have a little nice humble adobe. There's a gap in their wall over here. Um, so we go to our first faction. We'll hit that one up later. Um, so this here is Ireland. Um, this little faction over here. Ireland is a defunct faction. Um, Here's their glory. Words are a little hard. Um, but Ireland is a defunct faction. It was free people, but those it was several members actually, like 4 people I believe at peak, but those 4 are no longer in the faction. Here's their broken iron farm. Um, mob mob grinder. Um, Over here we have our first shop. This is the famous, or the welcome to the poisonous potato. It's a farming and tabbing industry. Um, and so essentially you go here, you could get potions. Was that dragon's breath? Wow. Potions and initially served potatoes, like baked potatoes. Um, where does all this XP coming from? um, I almost forgot about this part. It's been 4 years. This realm has been on and off after like year 3. Actually, no, after year 2, it's been on and off. Yeah, this is a little sub quadrant of Ireland. Um, the sign say anything? Oh. Got a little pumpkin farm over here. This, I believe, is a guest house. This isn't like an actual house. Yeah, guest house. Um, it was being worked on there in Ireland. Um, so if I remember correctly, this is one of Ireland's members' houses, but he was far enough detached from Ireland itself to have another borough. Let's take a look inside. Not much. Down here, he had a little fern place. Um, but kind of kept remote from Ireland. Um, we'll see whenever I like pass back to fly back to Ireland. There's like bridges, um, and so that kind of gave you a hint that there was one extra person. Um, Here we have, uh, yeah, this is the farm district of Ireland. Got cactuses, bamboo, sugarcane, wheat. They have a bigger field, cows. The main Ireland portal is right here. This was their leader's Charlie's house. Um, you could donate to the wall right here that we've been seeing, but it's kind of useless. Charlie's house is a little like Hobbit style house. I mean, we're going to a part where it's not Hobbit style. I thought there was glass there, but this was like his like room area. And then over here it just went down. I think one of these have or maybe not. Yeah, okay. I kind of thought there was an underground farm or like underground storage or something. I guess I misremembered. Um, that just goes straight down to mine. But they would have this big old field. It would be filled with potatoes. Over here, this is Jack's former home. Jack actually left Ireland and made um, his own faction called the Yukon. But this was his home for a little bit. I think this one just goes straight down to mine. Nope. Oh, yep. Oh. Okay. Yeah, he had a little secret bedroom. Because that's, I mean, if you look up here, there's no bed. I think, I don't know, that one's kind of useless. In my opinion. Don't know if I said that. And then nearby we have this little line to strip. A blots is just useless. I'll tell you the truth. Alright, so over here we have this little cluster of... What's that? Anyway, we have a little cluster of houses. And yeah, this is a two people. I think this is their actual house. Yeah. We got AA, Ron, and Hayden. Down here, I believe it's the mine. Oh, no, this is storage. Yeah, and then this is the mine. Yeah. So, whenever you'll notice that most of these have like access to like mines. Second floor, they have their own little enchantment room, and then up here, little attic area. And then they have, that was like their faction banner. I don't remember what their faction was called. And then this is like the train hall area. You basically, let's see here. Yeah, they have like all the prices here. And so you would go up, buy whatever you want, and replace it with money, obviously. Let's see. And then I think, try and like think. It's been so long. Yeah, right over here we have I didn't notice they were that close to right over here is I think whose was this? This is like a little train hall thing. What'd this go to? I'm trying to remember. It's been so long. Oh, AFK here to spawn zombies. Oh. So was this a train? Like a don't know what this is. Um it's obviously a door. Shoot. I thought he was coming to attack me. That guy is scared me. Here we go. So right here, whose is this? We have 25%, 25% payment. So this would be the mine. Whose was this? I don't quite remember. Farm area. Who would this be? That's the question. Who would this be? I'm blanking on that so I can give y'all an answer. I think I have an idea because of how like old feeling this place is, but there's like no hint. They have a nether portal, which I guess, I mean, somebody over here. But I don't know whose house this could be. Or whose house, because sometimes we live together, like roommates. You see that beacon over there? This area. We'll come to it in time because that's part of. It's better to do that as a group type of area. So we come over here. Actually, this is actually a house that that got bombed. So yeah, this is one of the first bomb strikes. It's actually kind of crazy. Now over here, did this house get bombed? No, this house got burnt. Why? Because this was my house. This was like the first house I built on this realm. It was like a little above ground house. I don't know why that would do nothing. And I had like a kitchen workbench area over here. My bed was like over there by that back window, and then storage just along that area. And then like I had like a little porch, and then like a little like staircase that went up. I had like a little farm underneath, little tree area, a little pen for animals. I had berries surrounding, little pond in the back. Just had everything. Down here, I kept a villager right here, and then below that I kept like more farm area, like sugarcane and beetroot and wheat. And then down there is the mine, a mine. I would obviously mine in. Um, I would fake my death by going and building this really tall tower and then just falling and then splat right here. Obviously, since it's Minecraft and no one perma killed me, put a cross here, you know, and then dug out the back. um, and then over here we have one of the other more powerful factions on the server. I say more powerful, I meant like more active. Um, this is Russia, and Russia was the exception to the faction rule where it's like, hey, you need at least like 2 people to be a minor faction. You need 3 to be a full. This dude was a full faction, and he was the only member. I don't know why I was trying to say that he only had him, but like I mean he did have him. Um, but this was his first house. Little area, second floor, kind of empty, and then here's his nether portal. Um, it's a very just tall house. Yeah, a village over there. That village been ransacked more times than I can count. I bet there's like a house just there. I'm pretty sure over there's like a house that's just all farmland. That's just all like just glass. This is, I think, you started to build a mob grinder. Over here, this was, I believe, an iron farm. I'm actually applying the fact that he put it in the sky. Pens for animals. This is his second house. This is the house that he ended up living in. He had like outlines of a automatic like villager, like farm sheep. So this is like his house. It's a nice little first floor, little storage, just a little. We'll get down to that in a bit. Up here, super smelter. He didn't really do much up here because it's down here that's where the magic happens. So this is like his big storage room. Got blocks, got redstone, you know, all the iron frame things that you need. And then down here is a village train hall. Yeah, librarians, all that. And then down here, had like a floor for something. Another floor, mapped out, plan. Don't know why I'm struggling. And then we got into like the mine area. It's just, it's a very basement or underground house, so to say. But this would be the house that he ended up living in. That tower is our next major faction. Back then, render distance on a realm would not go that far, but now it can go that far. So I mean, some of these things I can't. You didn't realize how close they were until like. You always thought it was like far away until like right now, because the render distance is, because we reopened it and you can set your render distance to be longer or on realms. You don't realize how close things really were. This is Connor's house. Connor wasn't part of a faction. It was more of a renegade. He I think whenever we'll pass by some of the bounty boards, we'll see his name. um, has a little lookout tower of this little area. Um, and so we will move to our next faction. Our next faction is Kahili. Um, and so we have a little Great Wall of China to enter us into. Uh, there are traps on the Great Wall of China, right here. It's and then this big old tower. Let me get underneath it. I don't know if because of the new like shaders and stuff, but you could tell with the old ones. Like right here, we're like right by my like crosshair. That was those are like dropper or like dispensers, and so it just shoots out like a stack of arrows. Um, so Kalhili, while we make our way to the next area, Kalhili is more of like it's the richest group on the realm. It's got the realm owner Dick. Um, he's head of the faction. I'm in it. I joined later. I joined like during the rebrand of Kahili. It was a different faction, but for simple sake, I will just call it Kahili because we got, I mean, 4 years of time. That's a lot lower. This little building is little tavern. It's one of the first like job boards on the realm. Like, I mean, it shows you how like I mean these are so old. Like, get free polar bears, get 5 diamonds, you know. 200 stacks of blackstone for a block of netherite. This is it just showed how a base interior reconstructed for 15 diamonds. It just showed you how early our economy was. Inside here, I had a little chest called weekly free stuff, and like I mean, if you didn't want it, you could just get rid of it. Like I'll donate some raw chicken. Um, Over here, little area prices. We have price book. Um, you can get suspicious stew, cake, and all that. It was just a nice little tavern. Um, we'll go out the back side because it's easier to go out the back side. So this would be Nick's. This is Nick's first house. He's got a big yard. He's got a flower grower, sugar cane, a mob grinder, the on the lawn beacon, sugar cane, carrots, beetroot. His collection of skeleton horses. This used to be a villager. I didn't realize my reach could be that long. Speaking of Nick, he just joined the realm. That's saying something. Um, Pumpkin farm. It's just all pretty good. Okay, so this is Nick's tower. Um, you know, he's got hippie hoppy get off me property sponge boy. You know, got guards. Um, I'm not reading all this. This was crazy. He's got pig with a saddle in the floor. Um, and then up here he's got maps of areas of regions. This is just this area right here. He's got a map of Ireland, the elementals. This is Skypea. Uh, uh, got a cat. Got like villages and all that mapped out. This is his enchantment room. I mean that. Like, look at this. All these books. Um, Up here, storage. Um, Over here we have Mango. That was Nick's real life dog. Um, and so he just named it Mango. Mango IRL is not with us, so Mango lives on in Africa. Um, Dining room, top floor that I don't think will get finished. Maybe it will this time around. I don't know. We've opened and closed this so many times. Oh yeah, he's also got this aquarium in the floor. Let's go down here. So, right over here in this room, we have his portal access. We could use the portal to go through. It's just this portal is a little booby trapped. He's a little paranoid sometimes. AFK fishing farm, whenever those were popular. This room over here, storage room. You can have a view into the cactus room. Over here, just a little view in this little lobby area. Over here, I think this was here. Huh. Cactus farm storage area, and then you could just go over here, and there's a conduit. There's a golem just chilling down here, and then a go chilling in that room. Over here is the first treasure room built on the server. It's got pit step. It's got other side. Back whenever those were rare. The dragon egg is encased here in lava and cryonacinian. This is just a really cool room. And so yeah. And then obviously you get out, you just go the same way you go. And voila. Let's go down a little bit more. Mob grinder inside. This is where the little room where the golem is. He's just vibing. Little cozy room, if I say so myself. I vibe in here. Down here, this sugarcane farm over here. Over here we have like the zombie spawner, super smelter. I used to live in this corner, so back whenever I faked my death, I actually lived in Nick's basement for a while before I ended up joining a faction called the Elementals, and we'll get to the Elementals later. These are his 100% fairly paid happy workers. They roam, they sleep, you know. They're happy. Down there it just goes straight to a mine. We will not, like as I said, usually I just go through the nether portal, but we will not because it's currently a booby trap. He told me that. And also, you guys be missing out on some of the areas. Boom, start our way. We'll get a lightning round going. So over here we have a big field. This is called the field. If you got captured by Nick, you were sent out to work this. You farmed for like the stuff. Over here, Connor was actually part of Kahili. If I can juke out these zombies. And so he built. I don't want to destroy. I'll just fly up to the. I don't want to destroy any of this, dude. I'll just. He has no like spawn proof. Yeah, he has like no spawn proofing on top of here. So, but yeah, he had a little treehouse over here, And before he became a white man, he was part of the same faction as Nick, and then he became independent, and then he became a white man. For like the whole server to like, it was crazy. Bro became a terrorist essentially. But little little views. This is the port C. We'll touch up on the port C once we get done with the industrial district, which is over here. Um, all right. I kind of forgot to put. I didn't know I didn't put Unbreaking on my Elytra for whatever reason. So sorry about that. Um, little village over here. That's how we got some of the train hall deals. And here we go. The industrial district. Oh boy. Like, look at this. Mass crafting potions, you know? Because we're on Bedrock. You know, put them in the cauldron and all that. Um, like, it's crazy. This is a lightning tower. Like, I think that is. I don't know what else it could be used for. Over here, got 2 mob grinders. Cactus farm. This is a gold farm. You know, sometimes you just need gold, so built a gold farm and lava farm over here. And also we built an iron farm. We actually tested this out. You could actually like kind of stand in the middle, and you still get the gold working and the iron working. It's crazy, but you know sometimes you couldn't get it yourself, so you just built built a I thought I had more balls of enchantment in there. Go farm, eating dinner with family. Well, just idle at the go farm. You know, doing homework, just idle at the go farm. It's it really came in useful for some of these builds. You really had to use it. There was no ifs or buts. We'll work this way and then back over. So this house we're coming to, this is one of the members of Ireland. Okay, and he ended up moving to Nick's area. Yeah, here's this Ireland banner. And so this is his house. And little backyard over here of a shack. Sheep farm. He had a wool business. This tower. This is whose tower is this? Alex's. Man, I haven't talked to him in a good while. Like I said, this is like just a bunch of high schoolers. Some of these guys I really haven't talked to since high school, but this is Alex's tower. First floor, second floor, I guess was the kitchen. Open concept. He never really finished it. He did finish it enough where, yeah, have an end crystal. You know, build an end crystal. It's best to attack the port save from the top to the bottom because then, well, yeah, you'll see. Over here in this little sugarcane hill area, this is Harrison's house, and he just surrounded by sugarcane. That way it'd be harder to, like, I don't know, navigate up because it's hilly. Down here he has a farm, and then yeah, deeper is a mine. Um, this guy's first emerald that he ever made on this server, posted by his bedside. Um, Little area. Yeah, this was before he was fascinated by hidden rooms and photos. Little enchantment area, open concept hallway. Um, that was a tower that was starting to be worked on but never got completed. Um, Here we go. I don't know why I've swapped through my inventory. Um, Over here we have the statue of trading. It's not finished. I don't know if Nick remembered he was building this or not, but it's a villager statue out of copper. You can see the hands. This is a little light tower because whenever like at night you could really see that. This little building over here, or this little outline, I started building a library here. It was gonna have like a little like dock here and all that, but I decided not to. I kind of got to a point where like as I was building it, I got burned out and it was like it's best not to have it here than to have it like unfinished. This little in dimension looking thing is a OP shop store. What I mean by that is like you can buy uh, conduits, tomes, obsidian, because for some reason we price obsidian, just because it's hard to break. Mob heads, uh, powerful triads, shulker shells, nether stars, elytras. I mean, conduits. Like it's just that type of store. And then up here you got a great view of the port city. So, and then whenever you're done, just splash. 10 out of 10. Over here, we gotta go this way. Over here, started making the paths out of gold. And this is one of my things. It's called the bucket. This is the second bucket. We'll find out where the first one is eventually. And what I did here was like I made a like a little pool big enough where you could just fish. Just fish and not have to worry about mobs. And you can get like the treasure and all that, like enchantment books and all that by fishing. Over here, this building's just decoration. It's supposed to be a shop, but no one picked up residence here. In fact, I don't even think the roof is done. Oh no, it is. It's just not that high of a roof. ATMs. ATMs are like there's ender chests. Like if it was a highly business area, then ATMs came in, you know, it's like, oh man, I need diamonds for my like a purchase. Well, you can access the ATM and get the diamonds for purchase. This little glass area is a underwater village trading hall. And yeah, these guys is where you come turn probably the gold that you get from the gold farm into emeralds, the rotten flesh from that farm into emerald. This tunnel is like where we transport them, how we transport them in here. I spent quite a good bit, a little bit of time here trying to get emeralds. Let's see. Got ships out in the harbor, got these things to act like dams and all that, bridges. Ships in the harbor. Got a little glowberry farm over here. This little area, this thing is a community house. SWAT bots, kind of like, oh, I'll take the lead and I'll give something equal to the lead. That's what the SWAT bots is for. Um, if I remember correctly. A little kitchen area for the community house, storage for the community house. Like, I mean, a little backyard. It was just a little community house. It's not yet It's not finished. I won't. I won't spare you that. Um, go quad beacon. Over here, got another mob farm, but this one's automatic. So, um, this is a little shop. It's been updated. It got updated during I think the trials. Actually, no, it might have been updated today, like this time around or something. Close to it, because now you can buy breeze rods. But yeah, you come here for like your blaze power, your gun power, enchantments. It's just a nice little shop for enchantments like Silk Touch and um, I think mending's here. Yeah, mending, all that. In case you don't want to like go out and fetch it yourself. Over here we got a little barrel. Nothing special. It's a barrel. Um, Over here's the arrow store. Um, this is one of Nick's shops. Most of these shops are like Nick's. I'll tell you, uh, unless otherwise state. Um, you can get like slow falling arrows, like withering, strength. The Mr. Shag arrows, those are arrows like they have my name on them. Partly because it acted like it was kind of like a Supreme brand. Now I do have a thing called Mr. Shag bows, but those do not act like a designer brand. Um, those act more like a actual like high-end bow. Here we go. Bounty. Here's like bounty boards. Here we go. So the way it worked, it was like, oh, the faction or whoever. Usually it's a faction because people agreed on those, and it'd be like, oh, Kelly wants Connor dead for free netherite scrap, and they want dead. He want permadeath. Take him to spawn, kill him 3 times. But this one's more recent because I mean, look, you got like Carlos and Luke here for free and 5 diamonds and 3 diamonds respectively. Um, Little tier access deal for the Port C. Um, Over here behind me is my wood shop at Portside. That's key detail because this isn't the first location. It's more of the second location. And I have every wood except like the pale oak because um, the realm wasn't open during that time and couldn't get one. Or or it was open for like a week. But like you get like wood here. I did it. Here's my prices. I didn't ask much. You got a stack too. Um, so I think that was kind of fair. I don't know. I'm tooting my own horn. Uh, Ship. Little sugar cane growing. Got a little mini game here. Let you know. Light up, light up some lights, and then we got some ambience over here. You know, like simulate like a real port. Like this ship's being unloaded. Like it's bringing in iron, coal, and redstone. Um, it's being loaded right now with like quartz, I believe. That was like quartz. That could be bone. Behind me is a potion shop I briefly ran. It's the log because I'm known as the wood guy, so it's a nice little log, little view of the ocean area. This was like a little potion, like you know, it's kind of hard to separate these because um, if anyone remembers, potions used to look so similar to each other, but now they look so different to each other um, that you could tell which potions what. Let's make our way out the back here. This is Talon's Fish Shack. Um, and she um, had like a little fish business. I expanded it, and I eventually ended up getting like I think the full rights to it. Um, it's kind of crazy how I got the full rights to it, but I just kept her name on the building, on the business. Salmon, cod, 4 ingots for a stack. Little out here beach area. Another lighthouse tower. Um, Over here we got another ATM because you could never have too many ATMs. This is Charlie's um, smithing table or smithing shop. You can get like a pickaxe and stuff. Were they in stock? Oh, well, this one is. But like the netherite ones, not really, because you had to like contact Charlie and um forgot about those signs. Um, the second level is just all for customization. I ain't going up there because Charlie has some information I don't feel like sharing to the public on those signs. It's nothing bad. It's just personal matters. Um, the wool shop, Kane's. This is Kane's shop. Um, you buy like any type of wool from him. Buy a stack for 2 plots of emerald. At this point, the economy got so big that you could just buy wool for 2 plots of emeralds and a bed for 2 emeralds, which still was on the cheap side. And then this is Charlie's other business. It's the wax and potatoes, potato wax. I forgot what he called it, but like you could get honeycomb, and then over here you could get baked potatoes. Uh, and so it was a nice little purple amethyst building. And so we'll go through the portal right here because if I don't, I'm going to miss some factions. Which I mean, already in this video, I am missing factions. Partly because of the fact that um, uh, like there's just so many and it's like so spaced out. Like some of them are so spaced out that like if I like went to them, it would just take forever. Um, this next faction we're not quite done with Kahili. We need to go to the capital city, but I'll put that off for now. This faction that we're going to is called Skypiea, and as it sounds, we're in the sky. Uh, they have a little farm over here, trees, grass so they can manipulate like mob spawns. I think this was supposed to be a creeper farm or a drown farm, one of the two. Little aquarium over here. I ain't gonna lie, this is a nice little aquarium. Um, Over here they had their own bounty board. They wanted Connor alive for a diamond block. I mean, this guy is a menace, and they want him alive because they wanted to deal with him personally. Um, Little lava farm over here. I think was supposed to be like a little store. It just never got finished. Um, and then over here was like a little community house. Um, back here, this used to be a little castle. They had a little fire incident. So yeah, That's why it's some of this place looks like it's just missing chunks. But the inside of the castle was very not finished. But it remains untouched. I mean, you can tell by the snow over here. Over here, this is Jack's house. One of the final members of Ireland that moved. Had a little farm here. A little kitchen area. A little backyard. Little living area. But I mean, he didn't really decorate this much before he moved to Alaska, and or not Alaska. That's the different that's a different realm. The Yukon. And he started a faction in the Yukon. Um, Super Smelter. I forgot whose house this was, but it got burnt. But yeah, this is a little detour to Skypiea. Um, Skypiea didn't really last long. Surprisingly for how much they did, up in their little part of the sky, it kind of didn't really last long though. Yeah, that portal over there, I believe, leads to the Russians. And this is the portal to Nick's old house, but it's not lit, and that's how, like, whenever I was setting up for this video, one, he told me, he was like, hey, don't use the portal because I have it booby trapped, I think, and I was like, okay. So where we're going is the capital city of Kalhili. This is obviously Nick's and my factions, but this is the capital city, and this is where we reside. If I actually turn around, this is the Capitol building. It's a little brutal building. All this storage, got cake. And then basement that leads to nowhere. And then up here, skeleton horses. Still a little incomplete, but it's as complete as it probably will get. Over here, I believe this is a sugar cane. Yeah, this is just a sugar cane farm. Another ATM. This is the train hall. It's a very luxurious train hall. All these villagers, they getting ready to sleep. But they all have. This guy's been. Oh my gosh, this guy's still stuck there. But yeah. There's tainted glass here. I don't know if y'all can see. But this is a mob grinder. I'll actually show y'all. There's actually free mob grinders underneath here. So you would like kill two birds with one stone by trading. You would go get emeralds, and while you're doing that, you could you're like, oh, I need of gunpowder or something. You know, come down here and like just go through like the chests and all that, and sometimes the iron golems they spawn here as well. But I mean, it was just like one of those things where you would have like, you know, kill two birds with one stone. We have this tower. I don't even think this tower's done. It might be done. These lodestones, I don't remember what block that was. but like first floor, second floor, we gotta switch ladders. But you kind of, I mean, like I said, initially you couldn't see the port C like at all. But now you can because of the new render distance. And then this is the overview of the capital C. You can see how many beacons we have. It's a lot. Um, just a lot of time put in, and a lot of riches, obviously, because of the amount of beacons. And then as we go up here, uh, obviously the inside is bare. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Okay, sip of water taken. We are here at the very top. Um, we have a big overview of, you know, the capital city. Over here you can see the edge of the first base and some of the port city. I'm just gonna rip all these. There we go. I think after this video is done, I'm going to. That's a cactus farm, but while I'm even with this flowing little island thing, this is Nick's house. Kind of want to show off his door here. It's something. Like it's up in the sky. The quad diamonds are new because he just reactivated the realm, and he also just finished them. And you would come through a portal, one of the portals we've seen in the Nether, and you would navigate this little water bridge. Oh yeah, he also has a music box player in here. And we have a little hallway. See how I'm closing door. Got, you know, little guards. We'll start this way because it loops around. He's kind of got this little map. This thing. That's old. Automax, iron sword, you know. Over here is a little backlog, so you can figure out if something went wrong. And then over here, it's more storage. It's like ender pearls and goat horns, all that, music disc, all that. That's not all of his music discs. This is also the richest room. He's got a little beehive gold, yellow. Those are some of the shag bows. That's what I mean by like these were pretty good bows that I would just give out. And I would just make them, give them out, and all that. Got a little rainbow dye area, you know, color palette. And then over here, yeah, just looks around to the second floor for maintenance. And then over here, got a little throne room. He went for a little Harry Potter vibe to it. We got a little cake area. Got someone's cat enjoying a cake. All that. He has this throne made out of just netherite scrap. It's a lot of netherite scrap. He'll just sit here. Like, I mean, enjoy his day. So he'll look at every type of beacon that he has. He has this room right here for a netherite beacon. But, I mean, that's expensive. Aquariums on both sides. This, I wish it was night right now, because this place looks so amazing at night. If we're still in the area, I'll probably swing by. The only thing that's, oh, he's got a little fossil over here. That's new. Only thing that's about even with him is that mountain and that village. Over here, got a little enchantment area. Anvils. I don't think there's, yeah. It's got a super smelt room. Got lava, infinite lava source, bamboo, kitchen area, nether wart. Didn't mean to click that. I meant to. He's got an entire room dedicated to recycling, and he's got an entire room dedicated to trash. Can you believe that? I can't. But yeah, this is his house, and it's really cool. It still amazes me because also like down here is just gonna be like a gold storage and all that, but also like down here is just the gold plate for like the throne room and all that. You can view the underbelly of this sucker. It's just so cool, and I'm honestly impressed that he did all this by himself. He really grinded this out, and I'll give him his flowers for that. And so we go a little bit back down on the ground to the little farm district. Got a little carrot farm for like one of those like auto villager farm things, if that makes sense. Like here's a berry example right here. We got 2 of them right here. This is the bee area. Get your honeycomb and all that. This is Charlie's house. He's got Mr. Brown over here. And as we go inside Charlie's house, he's got a purple beacon, storage. It's a nice little humble adobe. And then on the other side, he's got, of course, the dragon heads, and then anvils between each of the pillars. It's a nice little humble adobe. This is Easy's spot. Easy just joined because we just reopened. Over here, got a little conduit, cactus farm, cocoa farm, the big melon and big pumpkin farm. Well, inside is an auto pumpkin farm and my voice cracked. And melon farm. And these are all both of these are mine. It just took forever. It kind of did take well, for melons not really, because like I mean look at this. This is full. Like just melon galore. Let me take a little time out and try to like clear some space so it's not too back up whenever I have to deal with this after recording. Over here is a little lava area. I thought I broke something. Community lava area. Go in, get some lava. This is new. Nick just added this 32 anvil tower because he felt like the community needed something, and 32 anvils as a tower is the answer. I guess that made sense. Over here we got a wheat farm in the style of an office building. I was just kind of like see how I could play around at the time. The stuff. So this little area I farm trees. And then this area, a little bamboo area, and then this area is my home, or this building is my home. I got 4 beacons on the outside and 6 in the inside. Let's take a look at the inside, speaking of which. Got a little entrance for you, then as you make your way in, big old skylight, and then all 6 beacons, and then emerald floors from my past adventures and all that. Little storage room, composter. Over here, got the kitchen. It's just now these banners. You know, I should explain the banners offer. Banners are each of the factions. Like I have Ireland's banner, I have Skypia's banner. This little section is just my personal banners. Like this is my first one that I made, and then this was the second one I made when I joined the Elementals, and then this one was whenever I joined Calhealy. This is the leader of the Elementals. This is his personal banner. This is JD's banner. And then this is the Elementals banner right here. And right here is Calhealy's banner and the old banner. And then up here, got a little my bedroom. And this is Travis Scott. I think you guys know who that is. Down here we have the enchantment room, or corner. We got the father from Far Cry 5. We got JFK. Over here, Arthur Morgan, and then John Marston, and then this would be Snoop Dogg. I didn't go through my tower. That's at the port city. My Vaz from Far Cry 3. As it gets darker, you can see the how the lights go. Oh my gosh, I forgot the tower. See, this is what I mean by like, there's just so much. There's so much in this world, but we could. But first, before I do that, since it's becoming night, I'll show y'all what I mean by like, this is a real Harry Potter vibe. Like, look at this. Like, you imagine just coming here at night and just seeing this. It's insane. Been up for too many nights. I hear the phantoms somewhere. Go sleep, and then here's how my sky route looks at night. Go sleep, and then I'll check out the tower, and then we'll check out the last spot of the tour. Oh man, there's just so much. I mean, I think I've been at this for like an hour now. Like, it's just so much. Like, so much to, like, do. Alright, so, I don't know how I missed this. But this area right here, this little, we're just gonna dive bomb into the ocean. This little president business tower is my tower. Felt like I needed one, so I built me one. This bubble elevator and height. I think because I was so good at knowing how to use the bubble elevator. You know, we'll just go to the top. Like, I was so good at using the bubble elevator that it didn't really bother me. But up here, here's Snoop Dogg. Um, and I just have a view of, if it's not so cloudy, I'll have a view of the land below, but it looks like it's cloudy today. Um, right here we got the wheat farm. I also made this tower to be like substantial, like you'll have, or sustainable. That's the better word I'm looking for. Berries. I think the third floor is also berries. Yeah. And I mean, it's just livable. This is a little playroom. And then, ooh. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, I guess at the time I was just proficient at using little bamboo farm, and then I just made it where I could just drop it into my kitchen. But like, I mean, if you were to drop, you would die because that's how far down the kitchen is. But here's the kitchen. Here's the views from the kitchen windows. And then that's pretty much it for the tower. So yeah, I told you guys, just had to bear with me. Yeah. We'll take the Nether highway. Dang it! I thought I could just fly out. Where is the? See, it's been so long, I don't quite remember where. I didn't remember where the thing was. But we'll take the Nether highway to the last faction of the day, the Elementals. Elementals was 4 people. It was 4 people, and then it became one of the largest groups of people we had on the server. And like I think at peak it was like 10, maybe 11 people, just in this faction. And that's how big it was. It got. I was one of the first 4 members. Um, and it's just insane how big the elementals got. Looking back in hindsight, because every other faction, most they would get would be like 4 or 5 people, if they were big. So, let's see here. So this is the community house. We're currently in the community house of the elementals. Down here is the super smelter. That tunnel led to a lab. Um, before before the realm really went storage room went on hiatus, there was a wither fight in the elementals. So some of the areas look destroyed. So little community house. This is where, like, if you first got here initially, you would just stay here. Um, Storage, and then this little bubble elevator. Had sugarcane up here. I think this is power snow. Yep. This is a tower. We'll do the tower, but here's a little overview of the elementals area. It's really nice. So, shoot, what the hell? Oh my gosh, it was to the other side. Oh man. Hang on. Wait, what? Oh, that that was stupid. Anyway, we'll start over here. Um, start the tour. This is a big farm over here. Big automated farm. This is a banner thing I made for the elementals whenever I was still here. Um, Take it on the map, you know, boom, it showed up. And over here, I used to have the 1.0 mention tavern over here. Um, this big mansion. I used to have a big mansion over here. There was like multiple rooms, grand staircase. I had a little penthouse just made out of emeralds. It was kind of insane. But the one thing that remained is this sugarcane farm in Netherwart, um, off to the side over here. That's all that remained of this farm. Um, Over here, one of the members has a little tent thing. Um, and partly because they were trying to build a battleship over here. You could see what scale they were coming for on the battleship. Pretty too big for one person because it was just him that was building it. Over here is a battle arena. This little battle arena I built, you could fight 4 people at once, 8 people, 1v1v1, and something like that. 2 teams at once, four. Like it, I just made it that diverse. It's got little tunnels. Shoot. Oh, bear with me. This is a casino ship. Nick had a little casino ship over here. It got destroyed. Whenever he tried to burn it down, obviously it's a ship on water, burn it down, and now it looks like the Eben Fitzgerald, um, but just not under the sea. Um, and so over here, this is like the remaining area of my dock. Um, this is Talon's original fish shack. Jojo the fisherman. Um, it's a little tent shack, little area right here. Hoppers. I don't know what these hoppers were for. Um, then over here, we'll start with what we nicknamed the Sydney Corner because it's all one person. Everything except that building. This is an apartment building. She actually left this um, unfinished, but I ended up finishing it for her. Then likewise, I decided to use the water elevator, but each floor is kind of the same. It's a little apartment area. Get your get together. Um, like if you're new and all that, before you built your house, and then you would move out. That it was that type of thing. Because at the time, Elementals was just so popular, and we accepted so many members. Um, this little glass. I don't know why I said. I was trying to say like ice igloo. Had Atzalals, but they despawn because of updates and all that. This is her store. Crazy. Look at this. Books, 2 books of just for 2 scrap. This is crazy. That's crazy pricing. I thought villagers were bad. Diamond for, but like she just sold stuff. It's random, but that's the name of the store. This is her house. Let's go in, shall we? She forgot her dog, but not really. She had her account, she lost her account, and she decided to give up on that time. Little storage area over here. Map of her little corner over here. Up here, storage. got an enchantment room. All that. Go down here. Here's fish. Say hi to fish. Only one name here. But yeah. And over here, this little building kind of looks like a KFC. And that's because it is. It is a KFC. Go in here, pay a block a block of iron for a stack of chicken, and they ran out of chicken. It also got like a little drive-through windows, but that's kind of useless on a Minecraft world, not gonna lie. But this is the original ATM, the one ATM that started it all. Over here, this little outline. This was my first wood shop before I built the one out in the port sea, and then I came over here, and then whenever I left the elementals, I destroyed the first one. I might restore it, probably not. I don't remember how I had it. This is JD's stone and more. The Lear's stone. He had like 2 stats of nether brick for 5 ingots, gold ingots, and all that. Just a nice little humble store. This water bridge over here, you were supposed to, most elemental members have frostwalker on their boots, so they just, have a water bridge and you just use frostwalker and hop along here. This is, this tower is, Presley's, and if you went down, you went to, the mine for the elementals, and then if you went up, you went to, his, house. And it's not finished. Kind of stopped building, but I mean, you can tell how much there's power snow buckets up here. Oh, okay, that was a little scary. Not gonna lie. Over here we have. Actually, while I'm still flying, I will go over here. This is the Elemental's port sea. I could got like a little closer, but that's fine. This is the Elemental's port sea. There's no businesses here, so these are all decorational. Little fountain. Oh. But yeah. But they're like fully set up, like in case you wanted a business in here. Like they have a little back storage area. Little, and then like some of them like over here it's just like you could just like have like those stores where like you serve and you go up and kind of like live there a little bit. It's a nice little port city. And then we'll go back to the mainland. Over here is Charlie's. That name might ring a bell because that was the leader of Ireland. He had this little barn over here. I forgot there was that hole. Or that hole probably just got there. He had a little barn before he moved to Kalili. Kind of just left most of his stuff here. And down here is a little mine entrance. Over here, mob grinder. Excuse me. It's been a long day. This is a long video. Farm, little farm, tree farm. Over here, potato farm, like villagers, all that. That actually works, really. I I am flabbergasted. I didn't know it still worked. Or it probably would. This tower, JD started building this tower. Just gave up to it. It kind of was a decorational tower. Just to increase the skyline. Um, Speaking of JD, before we hit this glass little area that obviously looks like a train hall, this is JD's house. Um, JD and Daniel's house. Um, this is Daniel's room. I don't think your name and near you. No. Um, and then little enchantment area, little furnace area. This is JD's room. Storage, little workshop area. The porch. Little nice view of the elementals. Going over here, we have little attic guest room. Got little farms over here. Got pumpkin, beetroot, chorus fruit, all that. This is the town hall meeting room. You know, go here. They discuss business. They have their own ocean monument and woodland mansion marked. This map is really old. And I say that as in, like, there's the wood shop right there. That little wood spot. That was actually the wood shop. And then over here, this is like the complete of the casino ship. And then up here, this would be like the mansion and the tavern that I originally had up here. And all that. Let's see if I miss anything. No. But it mostly stayed the same, with the exception of that. It looks like it got updated to where this. There was like Nick had like a bricksmith place that was just there for looks, and like he took it down. This is the stable. Got a little skeleton horse. Do you have a name? You don't have a name. You have a name. Yeah, this is Richard. This little crown area, little fountain crown area. I built the crown area. At the time, all of these would be like names of people that were in the elementals, and they would have their own beacon, and it would correlate to the color that they were. Reason why this one's no named is because this used to be mine, and also the reason why there's only 3 beacons active is because I bought most of the beacons and all that, so I kind of wanted what was mine whenever I left. The road used to be made out of emeralds, I believe. Yeah, emeralds. But I again wanted what was mine. That was a Wii Sports Power Arena. This was a lab area, and basically get all your lava, made some potions, whatever. They had the brewing stands. This used to be a fountain. Used to be like exactly like this. We'll hit that last because I also skipped over this. This is a melon, like the melon farm that I built for them. I built it horizontal instead of vertical. This is the train hall. And so where all the elemental members get their emeralds and all that. Little sugarcane area. Nether portal to help transport them. All that. It sounds kind of busy. Over here we have this is John's house. It's kind of crappy. I won't deny that. Down here, another portal. What in the world? Um, when we have the beacon effects, we'll run down this little area because he had this little area, and this was like where he operated. Like, I don't know why he typed waterlog. Um, little storage, kind of just where he lived. Little compost area. Um, yeah, this just mine. Where'd this go to? Oh. Ah, okay. We're at his mansion now. This mansion got destroyed because this is where we spawned the Wither. The first, whenever we did our quote-unquote grand finale. Someone just left their shulker boxes over here. Huh. Um, uh, he was nowhere close finishing it, so we decided to spawn the Wither. Sorry about that, John, if you're watching this video. Um, and that was the grand finale, and so we just spawned it in here. That's why there's holes. This there's a this is a roller coaster leading to the industrial district. In fact, we'll go there. Um, that way we can end this finale on a bang. Not because this is amazing, but because where I want to end this video is where I want, like, here's the tower of birch trees. This is the iron farm area. Iron farm, and then this over here was going to be a village train hall, but because they were so close to the iron farm, they ended up messing up the iron farm. This is the first bucket I built, partly because it was like, well, I kind of want to do something instead of like idling. Well, I can get better books and enchantments by fishing and all that, and just fish to like increase the food. Um, oh yeah, that scaffolding was we try like do the achievement where like you just drop from build height to the basically bedrock and survive. So that was our achievement. That was the achievement tower that we did it on. Uh, and we'll come back over here and we'll end at the farm district. Got berries, got cocoa, kelp, cacti, um, bamboo. Um, this is Talon's house right here. And Talon had this really big project. Sheep, cows, chickens. Talon had this little... See, this is like the minecart that would go take you to the docks, but the roller coaster broke, so... Um, Talon had this like really big project. We'll see here. This first floor, nothing special, but on the second floor is the big project, and that is a big map of the area of like just the realm. Like it's got this like desert mine that we just mine sand at. I'm not taking you there. That's a little bit boring, but it's got like up here. It's got like this little building over here. I mean, it's got the industrial district of Kalhili. It's got the port sea of Kalhili. It's got Kalhili's capital city, and then of course the map definitely has um, the elemental area, and it was just so cool because like you wouldn't find Talon here. You would find her if you found her here. She was like just placing like a few maps because she would just go out and just explore, like fully fill out, and it was actually kind of cool because you could just see the land over here. You can see like this river system, like, and honestly, you can see how like close each thing was, and you can also kind of see how like I mean like almost like right here the elementals and Healy just like connect between those two rivers. And you can also like get to like and we all connect to like this big old pot like ocean or like thing over here. It's just kind of cool. And so with that, that ends our tour of the Africa SMP. 4 year, 4 years going on to 5 years, or like that's how old this is. Um, and so like it's just insane. Every time I do like a tour to someone like brand new and all that, it's just insane of how much we have done in that span. I mean, these are people I knew know from high school. Some of these guys I haven't even like talked to since high school. Some of these guys I have talked to, but I haven't seen since high school, and it's just insane of how far like this realm has gone and all that. And I hope you enjoy that. I hope you enjoy this because like to me it just gets so crazy. Now this ain't even like the full realm like at all. So it's just kind of crazy how big this world had got. I think at one point it took up like it took up like 10 gigabytes of storage, but that's also because we had like the end loaded and all that. And like and as I mentioned, I haven't taken y'all to like all the places in this. Like we haven't gone to the Yukon and all that because it's just so big. And if I did that, it would just take forever because that's how big this place is. But I covered the main major factions and all that that have played a big history. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. Um, so I will see y'all later.